Volley on the Beach tournament. Jake Howell running the camera. Joe Bowling's taking a seat, letting me do the broadcast here. He says hi to me right now. Also in the house, Joe Bowling Sr., the man himself. Next game coming to you live here on RealSportsLive.com is a semifinal number 2 between Los Fresnos Lady Falcons and PSJA Southwest Javelinas. Both teams coming into this one having won their opening match in the quarterfinals. Winner of this takes on Brownsville Hannah. And the championship game, which will be coming around 5 o'clock as the teams meet each other at the half-court line. We'll take you in some sounds of the game. As the teams huddle up, introduce some starting lineups. Doing the little barrowing for both teams. PSJA Southwest will be Elizabeth Melendez. We mentioned her name a lot throughout the broadcast in previous games, doing a lot of defensive work and setting the ball. On the Los Fresnos side, coming in with a lot of numbers and a big height advantage we saw in warm-ups, and putting the ball down pretty hard. As a libero, Isis Delgado will be the girl during the defensive work as both teams break the huddles and get set. This opening game in semifinal number 2. Winner takes on the Hannah Golden Eagles in championship game later today as the referees clear each team and the lineups. We'll begin the serving with the PSJA Southwest Javelinas. Doing the serving is Angela Klurch. Both teams ready to go. Klurch for the service line. Good serve. Dug well by Salazar, tipped over by Salazar. Played to Martinez. Falcons on the attack. Here's Salazar, and she'll be able to put it away for the first point. Right now, we're teaching Joe Bowling Sr. how to run the Real Sports Live broadcast itself. Dahlia doing all the teaching. Joe Bowling watching, taking notes on how I'm doing. Service line is Sarah Villarreal. That one's tipped across by Mata, and the Falcons get it back on the attack. Here comes Salazar, dug well. Puts it up to Martinez. That's a great dig. Falcons try to put it away again and dug by Melendez, but they couldn't be kept in play. And another point to the Lady Falcons. PSJA Southwest outnumbered in terms of depth. Falcons coming into this tournament a heavy favorite. Although Southwest was part of the teams that headlined the papers coming out of pool play as both teams won their respective pools coming in today's matchup. Substitution on the court as the Javelinas get on the board. Los Fresnos up 2-1 in this set. Doing the serving is Ingrid Cano as the Falcons go on the attack. Here comes Halford, and she's able to put it down. Couldn't be dug by Cano. We'll have another substitution as Alex Garcia makes her first appearance, and Sandra Salazar, who got the first point of the game, takes a quick breather. Service line Garza goes. The Fresno's up. Good placement by the Javelinas. They'll get on the board. So it's 2-3. Dahlia messed up on the scoreboard. I'm sorry for just calling you out. As Javelina's doing the serve. That's a good spike there, but a great dig. Javelinas give it back, but that goes into the net. Another point for the Falcons. They lead 4-2. Now we got our scoreboard fixed. And to the line goes Caitlin Mata for the Falcons. Great dig by Melendez. Sets it up to Prado. Pushed over. Falcons put it back, and it's given back to the Falcons. Sets it up to Halford. That's blocked by Prado. Get another chance at it. Oh, the Falcons. Great dig by Klurch, and it's played back to the Falcons. Tipped over by Villarreal. Clerch to Prado. Tip again. Great diving attempt. And point goes to the Javelinas. Down by 1, opening set, semifinal number 2. Another substitution coming in. That's Jackie Soto going in for Lila Martinez. And to the line goes Soto. Semifinal number 2. Winner of this game takes on Brownsville Hannah, who defeated Corpus Christi Carroll in a 3-game series. Falcons on the attack, blocked by Prado, and the point goes to the Javelinas. Great block by Prado, and good placement as that landed inbounds on the Falcon side, ties the game up at 4. Soto back to the line, played by the Falcons. Up to Stumball, great dig by Melendez. Prado plays it back, hits it to the corner. That's Delgado with the first touch, and the Falcons are able to play it back. Great play there. Sets it up to Prado, blocked at the net. Falcons are able to play it. And that's another highlight reel. Falcons on the attack. Here comes Halford, blocked by Prado again. She tips it over, kept alive, but the point goes to the Javelinas. Great effort on both sides. Falcons had a lot of things going through their heads, trying to keep the ball in play. Javelinas get their first lead of this game. Falcons on the attack. Here's Stamball. Melendez sets it up to Clerch. Here's the set. Tipped over. Prado with the first touch. Back over to the Falcons on the attack. Put down, kept alive. Falcons again. Shot redemption. Here's Stamball, blocked by Prado. Kept alive. Melendez keeps it in play. Falcons, here they come again. Here's Stumball. Kept alive again, but that would be a point for the Falcons. That's a lift call. Great effort again. Both teams going at it early as the game is tied at 5. More substitutions coming in. Hannah Castillo checks in for the first time. Goes to the service line. Good serve. It's short. Met by Javelinas. Sets it up to Prado. Great dig by Delgado. Sets it up to Stamball. Melendez on the first touch. That's back to the Falcon side, and that's put down. Sarah Villarreal gets the point. Sarah Villarreal, part of the beach volleyball duo that we saw in Brownsville, Texas. They ended up winning that tournament as well. Great way to represent their school. Back goes Castillo with the serve, met by Melendez. She's going to have to play it back. Falcons on the attack. Sets it up to Hernandez. Played by the Javelinas. Hit over by Cano. Still alive. Delgado plays it back. Melendez. Soto to Prado. Diving attempt, and the point is awarded. Javelinas go up. Excuse me, they tie this game 6-all. Opening set, semifinal number 2 between PSJA Southwest Javelinas and Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. Winner of this takes on the Brownsville Hannah Golden Eagles. Sets this one up. Stumball. Met by Melendez. Falcons trying again. Here's Stumball on the attack again. She puts it away. 7-6 lead for Los Fresnos. More substitutions coming in. Sarah Villarreal. Check that, it's Giovanna Adame coming in. Mentioned before, Falcons have a lot of depth on their bench. Looks like everyone's going to get some time to play. Good strategy to keep some fresh legs in. That's put away by Sandra Salazar. Gets the point there. Salazar is the one who got the first points of the game for the Lady Falcons, and she'll go back. Diamond will go back to the service line. Sets it up to Prado. Pushed over. That's Salazar again, and she's able to put it away. Melendez couldn't handle it. 9-6 lead for Los Fresnos. Good game here, folks, if you're just joining us. Between Los Fresnos' Lady Falcons and the Javelinas of PSJA Southwest. Both teams headlined as 2 good contenders coming into this tournament after pool play. Here come the Javelinas. That's blocked to the net. Combination of Hernandez And Adame played back to the Falcons. That's tipped over. Played again by the Javelinas. Melendez plays it back. Falcons on the attack. Tipped across, and that's going to be a point award to Javelinas. Salazar ran into the net there. Coming up later today, the championship game between Brownsville-Hanna and the winner of this game. Following this match will be the gold bracket consolation side championship game between Westlaco East and La Feria, and the point goes to the Lady Falcons. Lady Falcons on doing the serving is Isis Delgado. Good serve. Melendez meets it. Melendez plays it back, goes into the net, point to the Falcons. Falcons started off their day. We'll bring much more info on that once we come back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Real Sports.
A+ Uniforms has just what you need for a professional look with quality and a personal touch that will take care of what you need. A uniform is a tool of many professionals, and at A+, they have the variety of choices to set you in motion today. All at an affordable cost and a convenience of a local business. 109 North 3rd Street is A+ Uniforms when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here in Port Isabel High School, Volley on the Beach tournament between PSJA Southwest Javelinas and the Los Fresnos Lady Falcons, semifinal number 2 action. Coming to you live from RealSportsLive.com on Facebook and YouTube, Roku Television, Apple TV, and always on the website, RealSportsLive.com. Doing the serving is Isis Delgado. 7-12 lead, and she gets the ace there. Increases her lead 13-7. Los Fresnos opened up their day against La Feria, won that game in straight sets. Them hosted Corpus Christi Carroll. Excuse me, I think they did host in Southwest. Substitutions coming in as PSJA will go back to the service line. That'll be Angela Clerch doing the serving. That one goes into the net. Service error there. 14-8 game. More substitutions coming in for Los Fresnos. That's Tate Halford. As Sarah Villarreal makes her way to the service line. Good serve. Melendez meets it. Clerch to Busio. This one's up. Salazar with a lot of steam coming into that one, and that one goes out of bounds. Point to PSJA Southwest. Well, that makes much more sense. Los Fresnos is playing PSJA Southwest right now. Makes a lot more sense. So we are where we're at. They opened up their day. Straight sets against La Feria, and now they're here in the semifinal number 2. Winner takes on Brownsville-Hanna. That one's out of bounds. More substitutions for the Lady Falcons. Emma Stumbaugh comes back in. The service line was Salazar, and there you get the point. 16-9 lead for Los Fresnos. Mentioned before, Los Fresnos was putting on quite a show in warm-ups as they were putting their spikes warm-ups in. A lot of fans were intrigued as Melendez punches that one back over and keeps it in play and alive for the Javelinas. That one's a good spike and great dig there. Played back to the Falcons, sets it up to Mata. That was Stumble actually on the attack, and she'll get her credit for the point. 17-9 lead for the Falcons. Billy Watson on hand. Jake Howell on the camera. Joe Bowling's taking a rest. Dahlia teaching Joe Bowling Sr. the computer. Great spike there by Bucio. Puts the point away. Stops the bleeding momentarily for the Javelinas as she'll head back to the service line. 17-10 lead for Los Fresnos as Bucio puts it away. Villarreal sets it up to Mata. And she's able to put it away for the point. The Villarreal-Mata connection. Both of them at the Brownsville Sand Volleyball Tournament that we covered on RealSportsLive.com. They ended up winning that one. Another championship to add to Los Fresnos' resume. Coming into volleyball season, Prado blocked that one, and the Javelinas get the point. 11-18. More substitutions coming in. Jackie Soto for Lila Martinez. Served by Soto. On the attack of the Falcons. Great spike by Halford. Punched over back to the Falcons. Sets it up. Hernandez was on the spike. Melendez keeps it alive. Back to the Falcon side. Up to Stumbaugh. Blocked by Prado. And the point goes to the Javelinas. That's another highlight. Yes, sir, says Joe Bowling. Count that one. 12-18 lead. Los Fresnos still up. Here's Stumbaugh. Blocked by Prado. Melendez on the first touch. Sets it up to Clerch. Tries to put it away. Met by Villarreal. Stumbaugh plays it back. Tipped over. Villarreal sets it up to Halford. She'll get the point for the Lady Falcons. 19-12 lead. Javelinas getting some chippy points after a couple points scored by the Falcons. It'll be usually a 2-point run for the Falcons. Javelinas get a scrappy point after. Javelinas trying to regroup and stay in this set and not go down early here in semifinal number 2. Prado tries to put it down. Falcons couldn't keep it alive, and the point goes to Southwest. Service line will be Cassie Cavazos. Good serve. Met by Garcia. Up to Stumbaugh. And she puts it away and gets the kill. They hit the 20-point mark of this game, and more substitutions coming in. Celeste Robles checks in for the first time. Cassie Cavazos. She'll head to the back row. Other substitutions for the Lady Falcons as Giovanna Adame heads back to the service line as well. Good serve met by Melendez. Sets it up to Prado. Tipped over. Here's Villarreal. That's going to go out of bounds. Point going to Southwest. 14-20 game. Los Fresnos. 6-point lead. Melendez at the line. Good serve. Villarreal on the set, punched over by Salazar. Sets it up. Thought it was going to Bucio, but Clerch kicked it over. And that's going to be a good kill there for Victoria Hernandez. 21-14. Not a football game. You're joining us at Volley on the Beach, Port Isabel High School. Final day. Volleyball here. Semi-final number 2 between PSJA Southwest and Los Fresnos, and they'll put it away. Southwest gets the point. 6-point lead. Still for Los Fresnos. Another substitution as Angela Clerch goes to the service line. Good serve. Met by Adame. Adame cleans it up. Melendez on the first touch. Clerch tipped over by Bucio. Blocked, but it gets the point for Los Fresnos. Sandra Salazar doing a lot of the pounding. Lady Falcons putting them up 7 in this opening set. Another substitution as Tate Halford heads back to the front row. And Sarah Villarreal heads back to the service line. Up by 7, 3 points needed to win this game for Los Fresnos. Sets it up to Bucio, left-handed, met by Villarreal. Southwest on the attack. Here's Busio. Great dig. Southwest on the attack. Punches it over. Delgado with the first touch. Here's Salazar, blocked by Busio, but the point goes to Los Fresnos. 23-15. Back to the line goes Villarreal. We're gonna have a pause in the action. The referee had to talk to some fans. Back to action we go. Sarah Villarreal from the service line for Los Fresnos. Short, met by Melendez. Here's Busio. She'll put it away and stops the run from the Falcons. They're down by 7. Substitutions as Cavazos will check in for Robles. The service line is Ingrid Cano, excuse me. Sets it up, that's tipped over by Mata. Played back to Los Fresnos. Villarreal sets it up to Stumbach. Excuse me, that was Halford. Here's Melendez. Met by Delgado. Villarreal. Here comes Salazar. Great dig. Kept alive by Clerch. Melendez plays it back. Falcons on the attack. Here's Salazar tipped across. Miscommunication, point to Los Fresnos. They're at a game point as we have a substitution. Alex Garcia goes back to the service line as Sandra Salazar checks out. Game point for Los Fresnos, opening set. Semifinal number 2. Here's Busio, punches it over, and that's out of bounds. Los Fresnos wins the opening set. Teams will switch sides. Los Fresnos goes up 1-0, best of 3. Semifinal number 2. As they switch sides, we'll take a quick break. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation?
No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral.
We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture?
Sweetheart, Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
I opened Alex Laurent with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here at Portisville High School, Los Fresnos gets the opening point of set number 2. And we're underway. Los Fresnos, like I said, gets the first point, and they won the opening set. We're going to get our scoreboard put up. Los Fresnos on the attack. Here comes Salazar. That's tipped over. Point goes to Los Fresnos after a net violation on Southwest. A little confusion on to who is serving. Score should be 2-0, and they do correct that. Now Sarah Villarreal on the serve, and she gets the ace for the Falcons. 3-0 run so far. And coach doesn't like what she sees so far, down 3-0 early. And as they talk it over, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll get our scoreboard figured out as well. You're watching RealSportsLive.com. Back here, RealSportsLive.com, semifinal number 2 action between Los Fresnos and PSJA Southwest. Los Fresnos won the first set, 25-16. Speaking of Los Fresnos, on the attack here, here's Mata. Tries to put it away, and she does. 4-0 run to open this second set. Great setup to Mata. And that puts Los Fresnos in control early. Serve Villarreal back to the service line. Good serve here, met by Melendez. Clears it back to the Lady Falcons. Villarreal sets it up to Mata. Just kidding. Back to... That was Salazar. Yeah, it was. Here's Villarreal again. Sets it up. Halford met. But that's probably going to go down. No, kept alive. Oh, no. Good effort there. Robles couldn't handle it, and the point goes to Los Fresnos. Would have been a great highlight reel. 5-0 run. 5-0 lead for Los Fresnos to open the second set. Villarreal back to the service line. Good serve. Melendez on the first touch. Sets it up to Robles. Clerch, and she's able to put it away. Substitutions coming in for the Javelinas as Martinez comes in. That's Clerch doing the serving. Villarreal sets it up. This down ball, that's blocked by Prado. And that stays in bound. Points goes to the Javelinas. 5-2 lead for the Falcons. 5-2 run. That graces the net. Still met by Stambaugh. Sets it up. Here's Salazar. Great dig. Melendez keeps it alive after hitting the roof. Couldn't be kept in play. More substitutions as Alex Garcia checks in for Salazar. 6-2 lead for Los Fresnos. Reminder back here at Real Sports Live. Around 5 o'clock, we'll be here for the championship game between the winner of this game, the Brownsville Hannah's late Golden Eagles. In the action here, Los Fresnos blocked by Prado, kept alive. Villarreal cleans it up, sets it up to Prado. Tipped over, that goes to the corner, and that's in. Even the Los Fresnos coach called that one a good call. Hits the line, point to PSJA Southwest. 6-3 lead. PSJA sticking around so far, not trying to get out of this game early. This is a semifinal. That's blocked by Prado. Up to Stamball. And she's able to put away. 7-3. Delgado will take a quick breather as Victoria Hernandez comes in. On service line will be Caitlin Mata, Sarah Villarreal's teammate from the Brownsville Sand Volleyball Tournament. Here's Prado, that's blocked in combination with Stamball. And Hernandez, point to Los Fresnos, 8-3. Good block by them two. Monta back to the service line. Low serve, diving play by Melendez. Tipped over, but Prado runs into the net. Point to Los Fresnos. 9-3 run to enter this second set. Falcon not taking anything lightly. Continue to put the pressure on PSJA Southwest to stay in this game. Here's Los Fresnos on the attack. Up to Halford, that's blocked by Prado, but that goes out of bounds. Point to the Falcons. Monta jogs back to the service line. Good things have happened when she's at the service line thus far. Serve is good, met by Melendez. Plays it back, met by Garcia. Up to Stamball, blocked by Prado, kept alive. Tipped to the back corner and played by Klurch. Punches it over, here's Monta on the first touch. Villarreal to Garcia, and that goes into the net. Stops the run. 10-4 lead for Los Fresnos. PSJA trying to find some answers and quick. Melendez, short serve. Up to Halford. Great dig by Melendez, kept alive. Here's Klurch. To Martinez. Great dig by Delgado. Villarreal. Up to Stamball. Put down, but cleaned up. Here's Melendez. Delgado. Villarreal. To Halford. Another great dig by Melendez. Bucio attempts here. Villarreal. Stamball again. And Melendez keeps the ball alive. Let's see what Los Fresnos does on this attack. They clean it up. Back to the southwest side. Here's Bucio. Pushes it to the corner. Called out by the lines judge. Good rally, both teams. A lot of great digs and great defensive plays to keep the ball alive. Point, though, goes to Los Fresnos. Stops a small 1-0 run by PSJA Southwest. To the line now is Hannah Castillo. Sets it up to Bucio. She's put it down. And that's the type of confidence you need if you're PSJA Southwest. Don't be intimidated by the height and the blocking ability of the Lady Falcons. Trying to stay in this game. Serving is now Jackie Soto. Met by the Falcons. That's tipped across by Villarreal. Sets it up to Bucio. Punched over. Met by Delgado. Villarreal sets it up to Hernandez. That's met, but it's going to hit the wall, and that'll go out of bounds. Point to Los Fresnos. More subs coming in. Adame checks in, as well as Sandra Salazar. Adame heads over to the service line. Good serve. Melendez gets another touch on the ball. Bucio will get the point for the Falcons. Reminder, winner of this game plays Brownsville Hannah's Golden Eagles, which we will have realsportslive.com later in the day. I believe it's around 5 o'clock. I can check that right now, folks. And that's correct. That'll be right back here at 5 o'clock at realsportslive.com. Serving now for the Southwest Javelinas was Cavazos. Villarreal sets it up. Couldn't be handled by Salazar. Point to the Southwest Javelinas. Let's see if Southwest can go on a little run, stay in this game. Down by 6 to Los Fresnos. Awkward meet by Castillo, nonetheless put back to Southwest. Trying to put it across. Here's Busio. Blocked. Kept alive. Great diving attempt. A little collision. Back up on their feet. Klurch pushes it over. Kept alive. Here's Hernandez. Puts it away. And that started with the great hustle on the defensive side. Kept alive by Villarreal in the diving attempt by Mata. Back to the line goes Isis Delgado. Up 7 in the second set. Busio plays it over. Here's Villarreal, the setter. Puts it up to Mata. Met by Melendez. That's played back over to Los Fresnos. On the attack, here's Villarreal. Sets it up to Salazar, blocked by Prado. Pick back across. Villarreal sets up Salazar. Back to Mata, actually. Here's Busio, hits the net. This one's for Salazar, met by Melendez. What a contribution Melendez has been to this defense. Sets it up to Mata, punched over. Kept alive, but it goes out of bounds. Another great effort by Los Fresnos and Southwest. Point goes to Los Fresnos. Up 15-7, second set. Fresnos won the first set 25-16. Trying to put this game away and head to the championship. Met at the net was Mata. Here's Salazar, punches it over. That'll be 2 touches on Salazar, point to Southwest. If you're just joining us, fans, don't forget to follow and share the link, pass the order around. We're here, Volley on the Beach, tournament in Port Isabel High School. Here's Mata, brings it back to Southwest on the attack. Here's Klurch, but that goes into the net, point to Los Fresnos. 16-8 lead. Checking in is now Tate Halford. Villarreal doing the serving. Good serve, met by Robles. Melendez cleans it up, but that goes into the net. Point to the Falcons. Up by 9 in the second set. More subs coming in. And actually, they're going to call a timeout. So, PSJA Southwest down by 9 in the second set. They got to talk it over, and we'll take a quick break. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here, semifinal number 2 between Los Fresnos and PSJA Southwest. Serve is good, met by Melendez. Here's Klurch, met by Falcons. Punched over. Southwest on the attack. Here comes Klurch, but that stays on their side for a 4-hit violation. Point to the Falcons. Falcons up by 10 in this second set, trying to put this one away and advance the championship against Brownsville Hanna. Southwest trying to stick around. Here's Prado. She's been the offensive weapon on this team, and she gets the block there and the point for Southwest. Southwest coming out of the timeout with the block, and they get the point. Down by 9, trying to get some answers and quick. That's Klurch. Angela doing the serving. Villarreal up to Mata. That goes out of bounds. I'll remind you folks, the championship game will be broadcasting live at 5 o'clock here in this gym later today. 5 o'clock. Lady Falcons after the serve. Here's Halford, puts it down. Halford gets the kill. They go up 19-10 as Stumbaugh comes in. And Salazar one of the main weapons as we see in this game. Heads to the service line. Good serve there. Here's Prado on the attack. Met by Salazar, but that'll go out of bounds. The point goes to Southwest off the tip. More subs coming in. Salazar gets a breather. Alex Garcia heads to the back row. Service line is Ingrid Cano. 19-11 lead for Los Fresnos. Villarreal has to run and keep this one alive. Runs into the scores table. She's back in the back row. Here's Prado on the attack. Kept alive by Delgado. Villarreal sets it up to Halford. Melendez on the dig. Here's Martinez, met by the Falcons. This one's up. Another great dig by Cano, and that goes out of bounds. Point to the Falcons. Another great rally, both on the defensive ends to keep the ball alive. Caitlin Mata at the service line. This one played well. Falcons now on the attack. Villarreal sets it up to Halford. It's blocked by Prado. Tries again, puts it away. Los Fresnos hit the 20-point mark, and now they're at 21, up by 10 in the second set. 4 more points, so they advance. Southwest trying to stick around. Punched over, met by Villarreal, kept alive. Little weird stuff going on at the net. Kept alive nonetheless. Here's Villarreal, second attempt chance. That's out. Good little scuffle at the net between Prado and Villarreal. Villarreal tried to put it down. And Stumbach could have put it away. Point to PSJA Southwest. Here's this Fresnos on the attack. Delgado cleans it up. There's Fresnos. Here comes Halford. Blocked. That goes out of bounds. Point to Los Fresnos. 22-12. More subs coming in. That's Hannah Castillo checks in. Tate Halford did her work. Here's Castillo, gets short serve, met by Melendez. Here's Bucio, tries to put it away, and she will. Point for the Javelinas. More subs coming in as Jackie Soto walks onto the court and heads to the service line for Lila Martinez. Both teams dominated in pool play, headlined going into this matchup. That was met by Soto and almost kept alive. Bucio tried keeping it alive by doing a soccer kick. 23-13, more subs coming in. Adame as well as Salazar. As usual, Adame heads to service line. Next game is getting set. Here's Melendez, kept alive by Clerch and punched over by Soto. Here's Villarreal, sets it up to Salazar, blocked, stays in bounds. Match point coming up for Los Fresnos. Doing the serving, Giovanna Adame. Far serve, played. Here's Melendez, gonna clean it up. Met by Delgado, here's Villarreal. Sets up to Salazar, Melendez on the dig. Running start, punched away, Delgado with the dig. Here's Salazar again, blocked. Adama cleans it up, hits to the back corner, met by Melendez. Here's a setup to Clerch, dug by Castillo. Here's Salazar, tips it over. Great dig, played back. Here's Clerch, and that's a point for Los Fresnos. They're calling for a tip. Thought it might have been a tip. Nonetheless, Los Fresnos wins this one and advances to the championship game at 5 o'clock against Brownsville Hannah. Southwest, congratulations to them on a great tournament. Los Fresnos goes on to win this one in straight sets, 25-16 in the first set, 25-14 in the second set. I'd like to thank every one of our viewers for watching this game and everyone back home. As they get set for the next game, we'll get set for the championship game. And we'll do so. Jake Howell on the camera. I'd like to send a special shout out to you because you told me to. So shout out to Jake Howell. Jake Howell on the camera for Joe Bowling for letting me do this broadcast. Dahlia and Joe Bowling Sr. This is Billy Watson saying so long for now. RealSportsLive.com.